What up guys, today I'm doing another Overwatch video, and in this video today we're going to be talking about Reinhardt. Again, this isn't for MLG pros or anything like that. This is just for new players to the game, or people that have been playing the game and they're trying out Reinhardt for the first time, and they just want some tips and just some better understanding on how to play with this character. That's pretty much it, guys.
Heroes never die.
Alright guys, this is Reinhardt right here, and right now I'm just going to show you some characters that can give Reinhardt some trouble. One of them is Roadhog, of course. Any of the tanks really can cause Reinhardt some trouble. Roadhog, just if he's able to hook you, can kill you right away after he hooks you and then shoots you. Winston, his primary can go through your shield and do damage to you, so watch out for Winston. Zarya as well, she can cause trouble for you as well. Symetra, a good one, if she can sneak up on you, can do a lot of damage to you as well. And a good, maybe a Bastion is pretty much it, because he can take your shield down really fast. So let's look at Reinhardt's primary weapon. It's just the hammer that you can swing at other characters. His ultimate is the Earth Shatter that knocks enemies to the ground that are in front of you. So you got to make sure they're in front of you. He has a charge that charges forward, and then a fire strike that shoots a wave of fire at enemies, and then a barrier field, of course. Alright, right here guys, I'm just going to show you his primary weapon and his abilities. So right here is the Fire Strike. What it does is just, shoot a wave of fire that does a good amount of damage. This is his charge, which again does a lot of damage to a character. And then that's his axe or hammer, which one you happen to have. That's his primary weapon. And then right here I'm just showing you the range of his Fire Strike, which again has a good amount of range. And then of course he has his shield, and right here guys I'm going to show you his ultimate, which again guys, you got to make sure the enemy's right in front of you for his ultimate to work. Alright, now let's get into some gameplay right here. So Reinhardt only really has like 2 to 3 jobs. His first job is to protect his teammates so they can do damage to the other team and without taking damage because of Reinhardt's shield. And then Reinhardt's second job is to do damage whenever he can with his Fire Strike ability. And then his third job is to really initiate the fight and take care of any enemies that try to rush in. So that's what I'm trying to do right here. So I tell my team, hey, I'm going to the right side, let's move to the right. Let's move that way. And then right here I come up behind right here, and I see the Bastion, so I make sure I rush him. I'm able to take him out, and then unfortunately I die because there's a soldier right there that saw me, but we're able to take over that point. Now I will say right here I'm trying to catch up to my teammates, and they're not really waiting for me, but I'm trying to catch up to them as fast as I can. To be effective Reinhardt, you really need to be with the team. And right here, I try to take care of that that soldier, but I got lucky and was able to take care of that Reaper. And then right here, I use my ultimate ability effectively. It was able to take care of those 2 other players. And then unfortunately, I'm by myself, and that soldier did his ultimate and discharged me and killed me. So That was unfortunate, but whatever. And so what you really want to do to be effective Reinhardt is you want to stay with your teammates so you can shield them and stuff like that. But sometimes when you're in a solo queue or whatever, your team might, go ahead of you and do their own thing. Or sometimes, like on this map, there's that left side that people like a Reaper can teleport to, or a Tracer can run a teleport to as well, or a Pharah can just go over there, or even a Mercy can hook on to somebody that's over there already, and they weren't really trying to go middle or right. So right here I'm just doing my best to be the Reinhardt. I see a soldier right there, but unfortunately they have a Bastion right there that can really take down my my shield really fast. So I had to jump down here, and again, you want to make sure you always know where these health packs are. So, when you're playing these maps, make sure you know where the health packs are. And then I see they're doing taking care of that Bastion over there, so I'm able to rush that Mei, and then I do a really crappy ultimate. But unfortunately, this team was really retarded because I was able to get on the point with that Mercy, and they didn't think about charging the point. Now here's another way you can use Reinhardt effectively. This is on a Temple of Anubis, and you can hold down the middle right here if you have a Bastion or in snipers and a Symetra. You can shield them and then protect them from taking damage, so it makes it really hard for people, for the other team that's trying to come down the middle to get through that area. But eventually, if you're playing against an okay team, they'll take advantage of that or get past it by going through the left side and stuff like that. But your main job is to try your best, and if you see one enemy around, you want to take him out and then shield your teammates when they're set up so they don't take damage and stuff like that. And you want to make sure you tell your teammates, hey, my shield's about to go away, so I have to back up if they have their mics on. As well, don't forget about your other ability, which is the Fire Strike. Make sure you use that as much as possible. It just takes a second of you taking your shield down, and you can do some damage to the enemies that way, and it will go through another Reinhardt shield as well. So another thing you don't want to forget about is Reinhardt's charge. You just got to know when to use it. You never want to use it like charge it into a group of the other team's players, just because you're going to get destroyed. You just want to use it in the right way, which is like you see a Reinhardt coming up at you and there's a wall to your left that you can just take him out on, so you should do that. Right here, guys, this is kind of a bad way that people are not really using the Reinhardt to his best ability. Now that Bastion to the right of me should really be in the middle, so he can control the middle area and the right area, since they seem to be coming that way mostly. But that Bastion shouldn't really be in that corner, in my opinion. But there should be more people behind me, definitely controlling the middle. And then again, I see them coming through this left side, so I try to charge this Winston right here, which I miss. I'm going to show you a lot of bad examples of charging with Reinhardt right here, just because I just miss. Sometimes you miss. It's just part of the game. But unfortunately, right there, I try to charge them and I die, and then I get res, and I'm trying to hold this point as best as I can, but that Bastion really shouldn't be set up in that corner. He could be taking care of people in the middle, and then he could also be taking care of the people on the right of me, because I could just shield him the whole. So again, right here, I try to charge that Reinhardt because he was to the right, and I thought I could jump down and surprise him. But fortunately for me, I was able to get my ultimate and use that on him pretty effectively, and take care of him that way. And again, with the Pharah, she can cause trouble for you just because she's in the air. But if she's on the ground, pretty much like anybody else, you can do a lot of damage to them. And right here, I charge her, and then I take care of that Mercy. But unfortunately, by that time, I didn't have that much health, and that soldier was able to take care of me. And then right here, I see the Reinhardt charge, so I charge him, but I miss. And then I see the Mercy, so I focus on her and I take her out. And then instead of keep initiating the fight, I just back off and let my teammates do that. And then once I see that Reinhardt charge me, or walk forward like he's going to continue to attack, I make sure I charge him, and then bring my shield back up and let the team that's behind me do most of the work. And then again, there's a turn right there, so I made sure I popped my shield up and protected my teammates. And again, right here, I get charged. That Reinhardt does a good job, but lucky enough for me, I have teammates around me. And again, don't forget about your second ability, which is that Fire Strike ability, so make sure you use that as often as you can. And with your super, you got to make sure people are in front of you. If they're not in front of you, you're just going to miss, which it's just going to take practice, guys. When you're playing with the Reinhardt, there's plenty of times that I miss my ultimate with the Reinhardt for sure. But when you're playing as a Reinhardt and you have your teammates behind you, that's the best feeling in the world, because again, you're protecting them and they're doing as much damage as they can to the other team if they don't have a Reinhardt. And you see here, they do have a Reinhardt, but he's not really doing that great of a job. Right here, I see a Mei, so I try to charge her, but I miss her just a little bit. And then I make sure I back away from her so she can't freeze me. And then, I have, my team backing me up as well. I see a Mercy right here, so I try to take care of her. Unfortunately, she does her ultimate, which reses her other players, so I try my best to take care of these guys. I miss that Torborn guy, or however you say his name. But we do a pretty good job of holding this area down. And then I still see these guys coming up behind me, and I see I have my ultimate, but again, they weren't in front of me, so I just missed them completely. But I'm able to make up for it with that charge. I'm able to hit that Winston, which the team takes care of him, and then I'm able to take out that Mercy as well. And then if you ever see a Winston, again, his primary weapon will go through your shield and do damage to. So if he does charge you, just make sure you use your primary weapon to kill him. Yeah. So right here, I do another charge because I'm trying to take out that Mercy, but I think a Junkrat boosted me up onto that roof. And so here we are re-engaging the fight. I make sure I take out that Winston as fast as I can. The Mercy re-heals them, so I make sure I go back and take them out. And then there's a soldier right there, so I pop up my shield so the team can take care of him. And then there's another Winston, and he does his ultimate. And right here, I make sure I can, I stun the Torborn guy, and I'm able to take him out as well as his gun turret. And then right there, there's a soldier, but I see there's a Mercy healing him, so I just decide to let the other team, take care of him. And then I see a Winston jump on me, so I make sure I take care of him. I try to take out that Mercy, but she gets away from me, but the team takes care of her anyways. But yeah, there's not much to talk about Reinhardt. He's pretty basic, and he only has like 2 to 3 jobs, like I said before. If you see a Winston, make sure you take care of him, because he can be hard for other players to take care of. And again, with the Winston's, his ultimate doesn't really do that much damage. All it's meant to do is spread people out, really. And then once you get to a point and you see there's a lot of these Torborn guys with the turns, make sure you keep your shield up and let your teammates take care of it. And that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. There's not really much to talk about Reinhardt. Reinhardt's really good on pretty much any map, but like I was saying in the video, if you don't have people backing you up and being behind your shield, you're not really going to be that much of an effective Reinhardt. If you're playing on a team that just likes to spread out and do their own thing, playing as a Reinhardt is probably going to be a bad idea. If you're playing with a team that understands when there's a Reinhardt on the team and that he has a shield, you know, it's really a good idea to stay behind that Reinhardt to do damage to the other team that maybe doesn't have a Reinhardt, or you know, it's even if they do have a Reinhardt, you can still cause trouble for the other team. But if you don't have players behind you supporting you, then it's not going to be a good idea to be a Reinhardt. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Again, thanks for watching. Again, I'm not MLG Pro or anything like that. I'm just trying to give you guys some simple tips on how to use a Reinhardt and how to play as these characters in this game, and that's pretty much it, guys. So if you watch this video, thanks a lot, and I'll check you guys out later.